And then you can see the bridge that one of my other students built. I think they used all the paint strips that I had collected. And just a couple more bridge examples. The one on the right-hand side was supposed to be more of a suspension bridge because we looked at some pictures of bridges, and she really liked the idea of having an arch above her bridge, so she tried to build that and replicate that. This by far was my favorite. I know I'm not supposed to have favorites, but it was my favorite. This is Bella, and she built a gondola. And so she started taping yarn up in different places in the classroom. And she just put some yarn in a cup and she popped her gingerbread man, and he was across the river in no time at all. And then he could go back and forth. She said he could taunt the fox if he wanted to. I love that idea. We also work a lot with the Three Little Pigs. We have a whole unit on homes and shelters. And so we incorporate the homes that the Three Little Pigs build in their story. And so the first thing we do is we test out different materials to figure out if the wind will blow it or not. And so we make a T-chart with those materials. We try huffing and puffing on them with our breath to see if they'll move. And then I also bring my hair dryer in. And we put ears on it so it looks like the wolf. And just to see if there's any difference between our breath blowing it and the big bad wolf blowing things down. So in this case, we had some really heavy things that the wind would not blow and some very lightweight things. So it was our first step in testing the materials that we would later build our houses with. And then the children get to collect materials from across the classroom. We try and stay as true as we can to the story, sticks, bricks, and straw. But if they see something else that grabs their attention, they can also go get that material, because maybe that wasn't available to the Three Pigs, but it's available to us. So they come up with all kinds of ideas. This one uses a lot of tape. They love doing this when they tape all the straws together. It's like a tiki hut style. And then I also wrote a few grants to get some kits that the children can explore with, and that the houses will stay together more solidly. So these are a couple of my students using one of those kits. And it comes with the Three Pigs and the Big Bad Wolf, so they can also work on reenacting the story in addition to working on their building and engineering. All right, a few more ideas that we use. Every morning when my students come in, rather than having them do like a bell ringer, a worksheet, or something like that, they have STEM boxes. And they're just boxes filled with different materials that I get very inexpensively. And they have loads of fun just becoming architects and building lots of different things. So we've got paper cups, and they build very high towers, and they love the cups because I kind of plant the idea in their head that by the 100th day of school, they get to go in the classroom next door and try and build a structure with 100 cups, so we kind of work them up to that. And they absolutely love the idea of just being able to build paper cups. It's so simple, but they love it. And then of course Legos. You can't ever go wrong with building with Legos, so we have lots and lots of those for them to use. And sometimes they work independently, but sometimes they kind of get together and collaborate, so it builds the whole teamwork in our classroom. We also have popsicle sticks, and what you can't see on those popsicle sticks is that they have a little bit of Velcro on the back, just to help hold them together a little bit more. And then later on in the year, I give them a set without Velcro. I don't want them to get frustrated easily at the beginning of the year, and then I kind of add that little bit more frustration in for them. We also do a lot with technology. We're lucky to be an International Baccalaureate World District. And so one of our big units that we do is community helpers. And so last year, we were granted some Ozobots, and we were also working on community helpers at the same time, and the kids said, Mrs. Poindexter, we can code our robots to flash blue and red when they go by the police station and red and white when they go by the fire station. So they, with the help of a ruler, that's why the lines are so straight, they drew the lines and coded the robots through the whole community. And when they went in front of different community buildings, the lights on the Ozobots changed colors. And then when they were done, they just rolled it up and they put it away, and they were able to get it out and add to it. And they learned how to use whiteout so they could white out their mistakes and try again. So that was really cool. We also use Scratch Junior a lot in our classroom, and we're lucky enough to be one-to-one with iPads. So each of my students can build and develop their own story They know how to change the background. They know how to add in new characters. When we did the gingerbread man story this year, we took photos of all the characters in the story, and so they were able to code all the characters in the story to chase the gingerbread man, and he just kept cycling back over and over and over again. So they really love working with Scratch Junior. We also do a lot with Dash and Dot, the coding robots. We set up obstacle courses for them, and they use the iPad and maneuver the robots through that. And then one of my favorite things from my childhood was the Marble Run or the Marble Works towers. And so I was able to get a grant, and I got $250 worth of marbles and Marble Run equipment. So sometimes we build really short towers like this one, but sometimes they're very elaborate and they go across the whole classroom. But it helps to build those problem solving and critical